What's going on, family? It's your boy Coach Will in the building, and listen, today we're going to talk about what does Georgia, Virginia, Colorado, and Kentucky all have in common. If you're a speaker and you're watching this right now, this is going to be a great video for you today. And matter of fact, I can't even call this a video. Let's call this a quick masterclass to be able to learn how to be able to tap into these budgets of these different types of states. And let's just say this, about over 1.2 billion is on the line. I'm just saying. So listen, if you're a speaker, tap in. We about to get real deep with this. All right. So let's break this stuff down. Okay. You have Georgia, okay? They have put in $382 million, okay? And let me say this to you. This is not for buildings. This is not for supplies, but for people, service, and programs these budgets are allocated for. Virginia has put in $452.6 million, okay? Colorado, $256 million. Okay, Kansas City $72.6 million, and Kentucky $14.7 million back into education. Now again, this ain't for buildings, this ain't for supplies, this is for people, service, and programs. This is where you come in. Okay, so if you are ready to take your speaking business to new levels, okay, I want you to put in the comments, what do you speak about, what's your topics, and actually, who knows, my team may just respond back in the comments and give you some quick strategies that you can use, so that way you can mesh these budgets and actually get in there and get an opportunity to be compensated for the work that you're doing. All right, so let's just say this. If schools have the money, why aren't they hiring you? Okay. It's not about story. It's not about credentials. It's not about being motivational. It's about positioning. Okay. So I'm going to give you 11 strategies that you guys can use. 11. That's how much I love y'all. Okay. 11. All right. And again, like, subscribe, and share this with somebody who can benefit from this. And if you like more content like this, if you want us to keep getting on here, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I seen a gap on YouTube, and the gap was simply nobody was really breaking down this stuff. They're not updating you about certain budgets that's happening, not breaking down ways that you can get into having a piece of the pie of the budgets. So I said, let me take my expertise, okay, and let me go in here, let me add some value to the people. So if you want more of this, put we want some more, and I ain't gonna tell you type all that, but just put more in the comments, and we'll continue to make sure that we give you guys value. All right. So number one, only speak the language of funding. Okay. Only speak the language of funding. Okay. So in other words, read the state education budget and district improvement plan. Don't lead with your story. Okay. Most of the times people are leading with, I was 18 when I did this. I remember when I was in school, blah, blah, blah. No, schools like data. Schools like to know that you're coming to them with actual things that you have researched from their district. It shows that you put in the work. Now, again, okay, a story is cute, but data is sexy. Stories are cute, but data is sexy. Okay. So make sure that you're only speaking the language of funding priorities, period. Okay. Read the state education budget and district improvement plan. That district improvement plan pretty much maps out everything that they're doing throughout the year. So it tells you, hey, we're looking to decrease absentees, okay, by 52%. Now you tie in and say, hey, I got a program that actually worked with that. It's actually after school program, right? And the reason why it's an after school program is because we noticed that most students get in trouble after school. And when they get in trouble after school, they're most likely to miss school because they're being involved in gangs, they're being involved with fighting, and now your program comes in and you add that value, okay? So number one, only speak the language of funding priorities. Number two, target decision makers who control, okay, the budgets. Okay, you have superintendents, Title I coordinators, directors of student services, principals with STEM and arts funding. Don't waste time pitching to counselors, okay, or admin assistants. Go straight to the people who have the money. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot reach out to a principal or assistant principal, because the truth be told, honestly, let me say this to you. If you're going to reach out to a principal, make sure that you reach out to an assistant. Why? Because the principal is the quarterback of the team. The assistant principal is the backup quarterback. The backup quarterback got more times because they're not doing as much as the actual starting quarterback. So you can also focus on reaching out to them as well. And, you know, at the end of the day, at least you know the people who you need to reach out to and spark these conversations, okay? Position your offer like a partner, not a vendor, okay? Use language like program alignment, measurable outcomes, okay? Let me say that again. Use language like program alignment and measurable outcomes, okay? And integration, okay, of PBIS frameworks. So now we're talking language. Now this is what I tell speakers. There's a difference in speaking on stage and communicating. When I tell speakers you got to be a better communicator, you thinking a better communicator just off of just speaking. No, you have to be able to sit down and take your clear. You have to be able to sit down and take something that is complex, making sure that when you have this conversation with a decision maker, that it's clear, it's concise, and you convey it in immense high level clarity. Okay, so use language like program alignment, measurable outcomes, or integration of PBIS, okay, or SEL frameworks. Okay, so make sure that you guys focus on these things. It's gonna be a game changer. Okay, number 4, develop a 3-tier pricing structure. Okay, for assemblies and intro sessions, $2,500 to $5,000. Okay, training sessions or workshops or add-ons, okay, $10K, and then full semester programming, okay, especially in districts with continuous improvement mandates, $25K plus. You went, whoa, I can get paid this much? We have speakers getting paid this all the time. It's all about positioning. You listen to me. You don't even have to have everything that most people talk about. Oh, you got to have this, you got to have this, a speaker reel or a website. No, we've had speakers with no website, no EPK, no speaker sheet land an $8,000 contract from the comfort of their home. We've had speakers land $4,500 contract from the comfort of their home. We had a speaker land a 4-figure contract from the comfort of their home. They didn't even have to get on a flight. It's all about positioning, okay? So making sure that you have structured pricing that's clear and concise. Now, if you notice, one's to speak to the students, one's for staff development, and another one is for more of a retainer-based thing, okay? Build an outcome-based proposal, not just a speaker sheet. Your proposal should include needs assessment alignment, timeline of delivery, data reporting, okay? Even basic pre and post survey outcomes is a game changer, and staff integration touch points. Super important. Okay. Number 6, include federal funding friendly language. Excuse me, y'all. I'm getting so hyper. I just love making sure that I give you guys exactly what you need. But as you can tell, this thing right here is key. I wish I had this when I first started. Okay. Words like evidence informed, tier 2 intervention, mental health support, college/career readiness, or wraparound services trigger recognition from complements teams. Okay, so making sure that you're able to trigger recognition from complex teams. Okay, these things are going to be game changers. Okay, so making sure that you are talking about these friendly languages is going to take it to a whole nother level. Okay, get referred up, not in. Instead of cold outreach to a superintendent, ask a Title I coordinator or school improvement officer for referral email to a decision maker. It's warmer, faster, and 10 times more likely to close. Now, why is this important? It's one thing for you to reach out to somebody who is in a big position, but then it's another level to where somebody who you know that you have delivered a keynote presentation or a workshop to, they say, hey, we brought Jason in. Jason was phenomenal. We think that we need to use him throughout the whole school district. Let me just say this to you. You are just one opportunity away from changing your life forever. When people say schools do not have money, I laugh because people are getting paid every single year through schools, through school districts, through PD, through assemblies, through workshops, through breakout sessions. Okay, there's many opportunities, but most people are missing because they're not positioned. Okay, so making sure that you get referred up, not in, will take you to a whole nother level. Okay, audit your messaging, okay, for what they care about, not what you care about. Let me say that again. Audit your messaging based on what they care about, not what you care about. Okay, what you care about is irrelevant. What they care about is the most important thing. So in other words, increase student engagement, reducing behavioral incidents, supporting overworked educators, meeting trauma-informed mandates. Okay, these things are game changers. Okay, this is why it's important. Communication, positioning will lead to contracts. Okay, it's not about how well you speak. There's some people that speak well. There's people that speak better than me, but yet they're not further than me because they don't understand simple things like this, or they're not implementing it. Okay, let me say this: master your entry point offers. Okay, districts are more likely to test a program before committing long term. Okay, so your $2,500, $5,000 pilot workshop or climate audit is your inroad. Deliver that well. Okay, so what does that mean? Okay, that simply means that if you know that you're gonna be able to get an opportunity, okay, why not offer at a lower tier, okay, before somebody commits to something longer? Let's just say, hey, typically this is $10,000. I'm willing to come in there for $2,500. If we do good, and only if we do good, you would be willing to actually consider me for next year budget or whatever other budget that you have right now, which currently I'm pretty sure that you guys have a consumable line item budget, which that is for curriculum books. So if you have a book or curriculum, it's going to be a game changer for you. These things are going to be extremely important if you're looking to be able to scale your speaking business, because now you go in there at a reduced price, you add value. Most people are not going to do it because of my price. But let me say this to you: if it's somebody that can get you into more doors and it's in your neighborhood, or it's only like an hour drive, why would you not? And again, you're getting paid $2,500 to $5,000 to go in there at a reduced rate. Or if you feel like you're not getting the traction that you want, say, hey, listen, I'll come in there for 30 minutes. Some of you will be scrolling for 30 minutes. Hey, I'll come in there for 30 minutes. I'll deliver a talk on X, Y, and Z. If I do good, let's jump on a call and let's discuss how we can be able to fit into the budget, and let's see what else we can do to actually do long-term work. Okay, these things are game changers. Create a post-delivery feedback and outcome deck. Okay, use visuals to show impact. Districts rebook, come on, those who report outcomes. Bonus, have a testimonial from an admin in the video. Okay, this is important. Okay, or email form included in the follow-ups. Now let me say this to you. Okay, why is this important? This is important because if you do not have data, you can't say you're a great speaker. Why? Because data shows that you're actually doing the thing that it is that you're doing. Okay, so it's not just lip service, it's actual data backing up and proving that you're doing things at a high level. So what does that mean? That means you need to create an actual PowerPoint presentation that talks about the outcome that they were looking for. You base that based on the actual surveys that you gave. Okay, pre and post. Okay, and when you look at it, you can say, hey, when we first came, your students were struggling in this area. After we were done, they're doing this at this level. Okay, now they're going to look at you and be like, yo, you know what? Like, you're right. Like, we're making an impact. Then what I would do, because I know when you're good at what you do, students are going to want to share you in your stories or send messages. I would take those messages from Instagram. I would take those messages that they are writing you, and I would screenshot those and put them in your actual proposal opportunity, or put them in your PowerPoint presentation that you're showing to them, and say, hey, this is the impact that we are making together. Not we. Okay, speaking business is a we-centered business, not a me-centered business. And when you do that, they're gonna be looking, man, you know what? Jaquan never talks, but he talked to you, man. You're really making an impact. And now when they can see it, when they can visualize it backed up with the data, oh, you in there. Okay. Never approach schools until you have these 5 assets ready. Some of you don't have no pitch decks, speaker reels, no contracts, no pricing clarity, need funding, language alignment. So you need a 1-page outcome offer, a program outline clear of objectives, budget friendly tiers, a 60-second positioning video, and referral relationship for at least one school you have served or supported. Okay, like I said earlier, As you go about your speaking journey, you're going to be able to find ways to be able to enhance your speaking business. As you go, don't need to have everything at one time, but it would be good to have it. There are speakers who are getting booked without it. There are speakers who are not getting booked without it. It's all depending on the positioning and the alignment. I can promise you this: when a speaker understands these things, it's going to take their business to a whole nother level. Okay. So listen, if you love this, you want more information about how you can position yourself to get a part of, the $1.2 billion that's being put inside of Colorado, Kentucky, Georgia, Kansas. I'm telling you right now, positioning and alignment will take you so much further. And if you love this, like, share, subscribe, and comment what other videos you would love for us to do. All right, let's get it. Let's grow. I'll see you on the inside. Peace.